There are moments in life when everything feels closed. You try one door, then another, and nothing moves. You pray, you wait, you hope, and still the situation looks the same. It can feel like you are standing in the same place while everyone else is moving forward. But this is the truth you need to hold on to today. You are not stuck. Even when you cannot see movement, God is already working behind the scenes. What feels like a dead end to you is only a hidden path that God is preparing. Sometimes the hardest part is the silence. You ask God for direction, and the answer does not come immediately. Days turn into weeks, and the weight of uncertainty begins to grow. Yet God often works in quiet seasons. He arranges things you cannot see. He shifts hearts, opens opportunities, and removes obstacles before you even arrive. Just because nothing is changing around you does not mean nothing is changing for you. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 43:19, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Notice that God does not say the path will already be visible. He says He is making one. That means while you are waiting, He is building. While you are worried, He is arranging. While you feel stuck, He is creating a road where none existed before. Think about Bartimaeus sitting by the roadside, blind and overlooked. Every day probably looked the same. No progress, no change, no breakthrough. He was stuck in a life that seemed permanent. But one day he heard that Jesus was passing by. Suddenly, the place that looked like a dead end became the exact place where his miracle found him. When he cried out, everything changed. The road that once symbolized limitation became the place of restoration. God made a way right where He was. You may feel like your situation has been the same for too long. The job has not come. The answer has not appeared. The healing has not happened. But God is not limited by time. He can change in one moment what has been stuck for years. One conversation can shift everything. One opportunity can redirect your life. One open door can replace every closed one. When God moves, He does not need long explanations. He simply makes a way. Sometimes we assume that being stuck means God has forgotten us. But often it means God is positioning us. He may be holding you back from something that is not right for you. He may be protecting you from a path that would have caused pain. He may be preparing you so that when the door opens, you are ready to walk through it with confidence. What feels like delay may actually be direction. Consider Jonah. He tried to run in the opposite direction, and everything went wrong. Storms came. Fear grew. He ended up in a place he never imagined. It looked like the end of his story. But even in that dark moment, God was still making a way. The very thing that seemed like defeat became the turning point. When Jonah finally surrendered, God redirected him and fulfilled the purpose anyway. Even when we feel trapped, God can still create a path forward. There are times when your mind tells you nothing will change. You begin to accept the situation as permanent. You lower your expectations. You stop hoping as much as before. But God is calling you to lift your eyes again. Your story's not finished. Your current position is not your final destination. The same God who opened impossible paths in the past is still working today. Acts 16 tells the story of Paul and Silas in prison. Their hands were chained, their feet were bound, and the doors were locked. If anyone looked stuck, it was them. But instead of losing hope, they prayed and sang. And suddenly the ground shook, the chains broke, and the doors opened. What looked impossible turned into freedom. God did not just open the door, He removed the chains too. That is how God works. When He makes a way, He does it completely. You may feel surrounded by obstacles. Every direction looks blocked. But God does not need many options to create one path. He specializes in unexpected solutions. He brings answers from places you were not even looking. He sends help at the moment you least expect. The path may not look like what you imagined, but it will lead you exactly where you need to go. Sometimes the way God makes is not immediate movement, but inner strength. Before he changes your situation, he changes you. He builds patience. He strengthens faith. He deepens trust. And when the opportunity finally appears, you walk into it stronger than before. You realize you were never stuck. You were being shaped. Nehemiah is another example. Jerusalem's walls were broken, and everything looked ruined. The people felt defeated and discouraged. It seemed impossible to rebuild what had been destroyed. But God placed a vision in Nehemiah's heart. Step by step, stone by stone, the walls were rebuilt. What looked hopeless became a testimony. God made a way where there was only brokenness. There is something powerful about remembering that God sees the full picture. You see today, but he sees tomorrow. You see obstacles, but he sees openings. You see delay, but he sees alignment. When you trust him, you stop panicking about the present because you know the future is already in his hands. You are not stuck in your career. You are not stuck in your finances. You are not stuck in your emotions. You are not stuck in your waiting season. The moment God speaks, everything can shift. He can move people. He can open doors. He can change circumstances. What looked fixed can suddenly move. Sometimes God makes a way through people. Someone calls you, someone recommends you, someone supports you, and you realize God was working through them all along. Other times he makes a way through unexpected timing. Something that did not work before suddenly aligns. The opportunity that once seemed impossible becomes available. That is God quietly arranging your breakthrough. Hold on to Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Not some things. All things, that includes delays, confusion, waiting, and uncertainty. Even the parts that feel stuck are being woven into something meaningful. God is not wasting your season. He is using it. Sometimes the breakthrough comes when you least expect it. You may be discouraged by repeated setbacks, thinking that God is silent, but every setback is a setup. Every closed door is a preparation for a greater opening. Think of Naaman in 2 Kings 5. He was a respected commander, but he suffered from leprosy. The solution seemed strange and even humiliating, dipping in the Jordan River. But when he obeyed, the healing came. Your solution may look unusual or unexpected, but God's ways are always perfect. There are moments when God teaches us patience through delay. Waiting is not inactivity, it is preparation. When the Israelites were in the wilderness, wandering for 40 years, it wasn't because God forgot them. He was shaping them, teaching them trust, and preparing them to inherit the promised land. Sometimes God's timing feels slow, but it is always precise. The same principle applies to you. Your season of waiting is not wasted. It is building resilience and faith. It's important to remember that the way God makes may not be a straight line. Sometimes it winds, curves, and loops around in ways that confuse us. But just like the Red Sea opened for the Israelites, God can create a path where logic says none exists. The road might twist and obstacles might rise, but his hand is still guiding every step. What looks like a detour may actually be the exact route he intended all along. There may be days when you feel tired of waiting, days when your faith feels small, days when you wonder if anything will change. That is okay. God understands human weakness. He does not expect perfection. He only asks that you keep trusting, even if it is one small step at a time. Even a quiet whisper of hope is enough for him to work with. One morning you will look back and realize the path did open. The door did appear. The answer did come. And you will understand that you were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. You were never stuck. God was making a way the whole time. So keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Even if you cannot see it yet, movement is happening. Even if the road looks blocked, God is creating another path. Even if you feel delayed, your moment is still coming. God will make a way, and when He does, you will step forward with peace, confidence, and the deep assurance that He was guiding you all along. God bless you.